Ozzy Osbourne, often known as the Prince of Darkness, is a rock icon whose wild antics, heavy metal legacy, and reality TV fame have made him a household name. But beneath the outrageous image, the biting of bats, the drug-fueled chaos, and the gravelly laugh lies a much darker and more tragic story than most people truly understand. Born John Michael Osbourne in Birmingham, England in 1948, Ozzy grew up in abject poverty in a working-class neighborhood plagued by crime and hopelessness. Struggling with undiagnosed dyslexia and mental health issues, he was bullied, labeled as slow, and dropped out of school by age 15. Haunted by feelings of worthlessness and shame, he turned to alcohol and drugs at a young age, setting the stage for a lifelong battle with addiction that would nearly destroy him multiple times. His rise to fame began in the late 1960s as the frontman of Black Sabbath, a band that revolutionized heavy metal and gave a voice to the bleak industrial realities of working-class England. While the music captured a generation, behind the scenes, Ozzy was already unraveling. The pressures of touring, fame, and internal conflict within the band pushed him further into substance abuse. By the late 70s, he was so heavily addicted to alcohol and drugs that he was fired from Black Sabbath. Ozzy spiraled into a deep depression, isolating himself in a Los Angeles hotel room for months, surviving on alcohol and cocaine, and contemplating suicide. His salvation came in the form of Sharon Arden, who would later become his wife and manager. Sharon helped resurrect his career with the launch of his solo work, but even with commercial success, Ozzy continued to struggle privately. His marriage to Sharon has been both a love story and a war zone. While they share an unbreakable bond, their relationship has endured infidelity, violent altercations, and Ozzy's repeated relapses. In 1989, during a drug-induced psychotic episode, Ozzy infamously tried to strangle Sharon, leading to his arrest and brief hospitalization. Despite the horror of that moment, they remained together, but the emotional scars never fully healed. Throughout the 1990s and 2010s, Ozzy's health deteriorated. Years of substance abuse led to neurological damage, tremors, and memory loss. He was later diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, a degenerative condition that further complicated his already fragile health. Even as cameras captured him on the Osbournes, bringing him a new wave of fame, what fans saw as eccentric behavior was often the result of medication side effects and chronic illness. Ozzy has often admitted that he never expected to live past 40. Haunted by the deaths of close friends like Randy Rhoads and Lemmy Kilmister, and burdened by guilt over his own destructive behavior, he often wonders why he survived when so many didn't. Behind the legend, behind the laughter and chaos, is a man who's lived through unimaginable darkness, carrying the weight of trauma, regret, and survival. The story of Ozzy Osbourne isn't just wild, it's tragic. It's the journey of a broken man who, against all odds, is still standing, still fighting, and still trying to make peace with the shadows that have followed him for a lifetime.